I think it's better if it's close. Yeah. All right. I hope I look okay in the camera here. All right. So this is gonna be like a general update video. I want to just communicate with you guys some of the things that have been going on and led me here. I kind of sit down, just me talking to you personally. I know you always see me like when I pop up back on the vlog, I'm out and about, and I just want to kind of give you a very direct update about why I'm in Medellin, what I'm doing here, what I'm trying to achieve, and the direction I'm working on going in from this point forward, right? So for those of you who've been following the channel for a long time, big ups and respect. As you've no doubt noticed, there are some times where I just disappear off the channel, you know? And that's because of two things. In the past, it used to be because of a lack of motivation. I would usually do something phenomenal or fantastic, like fly to Bangkok, vlog my heart out, make a music video, and then sometimes that would lead to just crickets. Like nothing would come from it. And I would expend so much energy, I'd feel bad, and then for like a stretch of time, I just wouldn't want to create anything. That's one side of it. The other side of it is literally physical. I've mentioned on the channel before that I've had some significant health challenges, way more than I've been comfortable disclosing, but it was really, really bad. And when I was able to come back, I couldn't come back as often or for as frequently as I wanted to. Sometimes I'd fall back into situations of worsening health and I would just have to stop vlogging and all those kind of things, right? I was never the kind of vlogger who would just sit down and tell you everything about their life. I wasn't really like that. I'd rather show you things I'm doing, but I realize, you have to communicate directly with people. So, with that said, how did Medellin Part 2 come to be? Well, as you saw on my vlog in early 2024, I went to California to visit my friend James. So I was on his ranch and in Atlanta, between Atlanta, his ranch in California for a month. And I learned a lot from that trip about myself. At the time, my physicality was very robust. I was running every day when I was there in the desert. I was just thinking about my life and just disconnecting from reality. And it was a space to do that. I also ended up getting inspired to write a novel last year, which is Rasta Wolf, because I went to Atlanta, I met a writer named Cynthia. She was just so excited about writing. It just ignited my writing spirit, and I got the idea for Rasta Wolf, and I wrote the novel. Now, how does Medellin come into this? Medellin comes into this because while I was talking to James over the year in 2024, I mentioned to him that Medellin would be a good place for him because there's just something about the air here. When I come to Medellin, my energy changes, my body feels different. I can eat foods I don't normally eat. I sleep really well. It's just like I'm a different person here. And I can't really put my finger on why that happens. This doesn't happen like when I go to the States. I don't feel this immediate lift when I go to the United States, right? So I said it would be good for him. And, a couple times he said, yo, let's go, let's do it. And I wasn't in the mental space to say yes. And in November 2024, we had a conversation again, and he's like, look, man, I think Medellin will be good for your health. And let's just go there. You can spend a month there. I'll come for a period of time. Let's just hang out. We can write, we can brainstorm, we can, help each other out, right? So I said, in my mind, I was going to say no, because again, when you have certain kind of health issues, sometimes you don't want to travel. So I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to travel. And I was thinking about it, but then I said, you know what? I need to live my life regardless of how I'm feeling. Would I rather be in Medellin feeling the way I'm feeling now or in Jamaica? And I said to myself, well, I'd rather be in Medellin because if I'm going to feel this way anyway, let me just be somewhere else doing cool stuff. So I decided to go to Medellin. And that was November like 14, 15, 2024. Now, I had an idea to pitch a company in Medellin, like a medical company, like to partner with them on something. And I said, oh, well, since the Medellin plan is in play, let me just reach out to this company and see if something can happen because I will be there. The company is based in Medellin and maybe we can make something happen. So the gear started turning there. I sent a proposal to the CEO of the company and the CEO loved the proposal. Then we had a meeting on Zoom. The meeting went great and they said, yeah, let's talk in the new year. And because the meeting was December 2nd and it's Christmas time and end of year. So they're like, let's talk in the new year. We'd love to see how, we can make this happen. So now I'm excited because I'm like, wow, there's the Medellin trip, and then now there's Medellin business, right? But what you guys wouldn't know is that for 6 to 7 weeks before any of that happened, I was just like in incredible pain all over my body, right? I don't know what caused it. I don't know what brought it on, but it's part of the health problem. I was in pain for 7 weeks, like just aching all the time, physical pain. And this was very depressing because early in the year, I'd been training. I'd been running every day for like 6 months, and then something happened and these symptoms came, right? So, me being here right now, feeling like how I'm feeling, is a blessing. And I just remember that after I had that meeting, I had another 4 or 5 days of intense, extreme pain. So the genesis of Medellin Part 2 was to make a brethren link to restore the health, and then to see if there is certain business on the horizon. So the mission for me right now, with all the things I'm doing with the channel and the stuff we're producing, is to take everything to the next level, to absolutely maximize what's going on here. So as you watch through the channel day to day, you're gonna see some really cool stuff happening. Like for example, tonight, we're going to go and do a rooftop video shoot. There is a Jamaican restaurant here we're going to try and do some stuff with. There's all this stuff that's coming, and I just want you to stay tuned and just keep following and keep commenting and just big me up, give me some support during this time. You see me? But big things to come. Bless up.